Hi to everyone at Radio KWX Kenya. This is Sustainable Planet Show with Eder Zanetti. During this week, we will be talking about the voluntary carbon markets. So how can a person access those markets? How can we sell carbon and why those markets exist? And we started on the last week, I want to recall you, talking about the regulatory carbon market. So we were looking at the roots and of the developing of this regulatory market, and we went in our trip all the way back to the United Nations, passing through all the United Nations Environmental Program to reach the UNFCCC and the COPs. And we talk about how the COPs provide barriers for the regulatory market, and we are talking about how the voluntary carbon market doesn't accept those barriers. So that's the first point. And the second point is why the corporate is investing on buying carbon credits, and this comes from public pressure. We were talking about that. Consumers are requiring from the production and service chains that they mainstream ecosystem services, and especially carbon within their chains, in order to provide cleaner products and cleaner services to society. And that's where the voluntary carbon markets operate, when the society is scrutinizing all the environmental programs, all the environmental actions done by companies around the globe, looking into it and requiring that those production chains really operate in order to eliminate the pollution that is associated with them. So this comes out of the greenhouse gas inventory that is done by the companies. The greenhouse gas inventory, the corporate greenhouse gas inventory, will give an X-ray of how the sectors and the activities within the company are contributing to generate greenhouse gases. And based on this estimate or this calculation of the greenhouse gases that the companies are generating over the years, they will establish an internal plan to reduce them, and what they cannot reduce, they will purchase as removals from third parties, and that's where the voluntary carbon markets enters into the game. We'll be talking more about this over the week. Let the God's peace and the love that builds be our weapons on the daily struggle for justice. Eder Zanetti for the KWX Kenya radio station.